Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Let me just start with two specific issues, if I can, that I think are important. I want to associate myself with a number of other areas that have been explored, but let me touch on these two. I'm working with members of this committee and your department to resolve terrorism-related claims against Sudan, which is in the middle of a critical democratic transition, to provide justice and compensation for over 700 terror victims and their family members, and to move our bilateral relationship forward after 30 years under the brutal dictatorship of Omar al-Bashir. I just want to urge you and the administration to do everything you can to support Prime Minister Hamdok and to make sure that we seize this opportunity to bring real justice to the victims and their American families and foreign nationals involved, and to build a new democratic partner in the region. Have you personally engaged on this issue, and can you commit to working transparently with Congress as we try to find a solution urgently?
Senator Cruz, thank you for your work. This is really important. We've proposed that there's a legal peace resolution that would be in legislation that will be before Congress here in the very, very near term. We think it's the appropriate time to both bring justice to those from the 1998 bombings and get a real opportunity for Prime Minister Hamdok. I've talked to him a handful of times. I've talked to other the leaders there in Sudan. This is an opportunity that doesn't come along often. We all know the history of Sudan and the tragedy there. There's a chance not only for democracy to begun to be built out, but perhaps regional opportunities that could flow from that as well. And I think lifting the state-sponsored terrorism designation there, if we can take care of the victims of those tragedies, would be a good thing for American foreign policy, and I appreciate your assistance in that regard.
We have a number of members of this committee with strong interests, and it's my hope that we can move in a way that respects those constituent interests and also makes progress and doesn't miss this moment.